We're on your side tonight with the future of vaping in America. It's convenient and sometimes comes in tasty flavors. Vaping has become increasingly popular for young people in the last 10 years or so. In fact, research from the CDC and the FDA shows more than 2.5 million middle and high schoolers in the U.S. used e-cigarettes last year. We still don't know the long-term effects of vaping on young people, but we do think it can affect lung health, cardiovascular health, and even mental health. One of the most popular e-cigarette makers is Juul. 2 years ago, North Carolina became the first state to hold the company accountable for its role in sparking the epidemic of youth vaping. The state and Juul reached a $40 million settlement, and the company had to make drastic changes to the way it conducts its business. Well, just yesterday, 6 other states and Washington, D.C. reached a record settlement with Juul. The settlement will force retailers to secure Juul products behind counters and verify the age of purchasers. The e-cigarette company also has to stop using people under the age of 35 years in marketing materials targeting our young people. Lauren Wold is the lead writer of the American Heart Association's scientific statement on the health consequences of youth vaping in 2022. He says the Juul settlement sets a higher standard for all e-cigarette companies when it comes to marketing.
Other companies are also out there selling to our youth and addicting our youth to these products, which will likely have very devastating consequences for years to come.
Well, Juul says this latest settlement means the company is nearing total resolution of its historical legal challenges and securing certainty for our future, which now, by the way, totals $1 billion. The company goes on to say it can now dedicate even greater focus on our path forward to maximize the value and impact of our product technology and scientific foundation.